pandemic sex. You know, sometimes people tell me that I look younger than my age, and of course that makes me feel great, and there might be all kinds of reasons why it's true, and it may even be related to the fact that sex is good for us. You know, sex is good, right? It feels good, it's good for our bodies. But in this time, with the coronavirus going around, is it safe? Are our libidos up to having sex? Or maybe the opposite's occurring. Maybe we're like crazy horny all the time, and who's got time and energy to feel and deal with that? So yes, this week's video is about all that.
As a coach, public speaker, and best-selling author, I teach topics just like this one all around the world. So stay tuned and I'll give you practical tools that you can use to make both yourself and those around you both happier and more successful.
So yeah, this week's video is all about sex. And I think of my friend, a good buddy of mine who lives in Colombia, in Bogota. And not because I think of him as a sexual partner, but I think of his circumstances. The lockdown there is severe. He's allowed out of his apartment for 1 hour per week and only for very specific things, and it's straight to the grocery store and then straight home again. And he's a single guy, lives by himself. It's like being in solitary confinement. It's got to be challenging. Virile young man, and he's kind of shared that with me, that of course that's the case. And I even know of an associate in the United Arab Emirates where there, same thing, you have to get an online permission form to go outside, and there's huge consequences if you don't do what the authorities want, and the streets are being patrolled by drones that are doing facial recognition. I mean, it's wild. And here in North America, things are more relaxed, but we've still got a lot of moral and legal obligation to follow the public health guidelines and the orders of our governors and governments. And sex has to be safe in this era. And so clearly, you know, sex by yourself can be safe, right? No STIs, no pregnancies, no coronavirus risk. It's all good. Sex with your long-term live-in partner, well, that's easily facilitated, but might be challenging. It might be like low libido might be the issue. And you know, when we're stressed anyway, lots of health concerns, economic concerns, we may not feel much in the mood. Moreover, if we're spending all day, every day locked down with our partner, well, the desire just might not be there. We're with them all the time. And so if that's the case, there's things we can do. And one of the kind of strategic things is try to create separation. And we create separation because it builds desire. When we're together all the time and have no separation, it's difficult to feel in the mood. So someone should go for long walks, not together, because they're already together too much. Spend some time reading in the bath or talking to friends on the phone so that you just have this sense that you're away from your partner a bit. And if you want to be having sex, then actually kind of talk about it ahead of time, schedule it in the day and execute. Usually once people get going, then the mood takes hold and it's lots of fun. But don't feel guilty if it's not there either. What about sex for you that are single and socially distant? That's the one that I find particularly challenging, and can imagine that for people it's really hard to do, because I'm laughing, my cameraman's having a hard time moving backwards here. So it's okay, we'll keep going, Dave. So for people who are single and socially distant, they got extra challenges. There may be legal and moral implications about meeting up with somebody for sex, but I want to introduce this concept of pods, and I'm not recommending it, I'm just saying it. If you're socially distanced, you might want to connect with one other household. You know, other households have 5 or 6 members in it, and of course they all do whatever limited going out into the public that they do, and they're considered safe together as a pod. And if you're single and by yourself, well, maybe you can pod with one other partner, maybe one other household, and maybe that's your sexual partner. Now, I recommend it be just one partner in this era of COVID-19. I recommend you take some precautions that if your partner's traveling, you not be with them for at least 14 days of quarantine when they return, or that you also check in with them that they're just feeling healthy. And of course, practice safe sex and consensual sex and all the things that we would ordinarily say. But this concept of podding might be a bit of a relief. And you know, sex is good. It's got tons of great benefits. You know, there's physical benefits. It's light exercise. It reduces the heart rate. There's gynecological health benefits for women. There's reduced prostate cancer risk for men, so there really are some tangible, important physical benefits. But it's the mental health benefits, especially in this stressful time, that I want to emphasize. And the mental health benefits include things like just a sense of closeness, trust building, comfort that comes with it. And studies show that people who are having sex feel more confident, which is a wonderful feeling we need right now in these uncertain times. So sex is good, and there's even some studies that show a high correlation between people who have lots of sex and appearing to look younger in years. So that's not a bad thing either. Hey, there's my advice for you. In the midst of COVID-19, take care of yourself with or without a partner. And if you like this video, click the like button, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to get a new video every Sunday morning. Thanks for watching. I'm Paul Chrisman.